Shalom, welcome back. That's right, the long-awaited video, my garlic Parmesan cheesy unleavened bread. So we're gonna jump right into these ingredients. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Trust me when I say this, you can't go wrong with these ingredients, and all of the ingredients and the measurements will be in the description. Now back into the video. You're going to use 2 tablespoons of margarine or butter and just a drizzle of olive oil. And by the way, make sure you like, share, and also subscribe to this channel because I will be putting out plenty of videos just like this. Now let's get right back into it. I just added a pinch of kosher sea salt. And now what I've done is brought this right over to my food processor so I can go ahead and show you guys these steps. I'm going to be putting this on low dough, okay? And it's going to blend it for me. I'm going to be using some cold water. The reasons why I say cold water is because cold water does make it a little bit softer and helps combine all the ingredients. Now, here are the phases. Make sure that you are only using a little bit of water at a time. The first time that you pour water in, you'll probably see it start forming these little dough balls that you see. As I continue to pour in a little bit of water, once you start to see the dough ball form, stop pouring the water in. Allow it to do the processing just for a little bit. That's allowing it to knead. And then what you're going to do is now transfer it over. You want that little bit of softness and you want to touch it and it wants to be like soft and doughy. You don't want it dry. If it's dry, you can add a little bit more water. If it's overly wet, you can add a little bit of flour. Now what you're going to do is knead this and divide this into 4 sections. Now, if you want bigger dough balls, you can divide it into however many sections you want. If you want smaller ones, by all means, you can cut these in half. Just remember that we're going to be stuffing this, but you're going to see that later on in the video, so keep watching. You're going to allow the dough to rest for about a good 2 to 5 minutes. After the 2 to 5 minutes, you're going to roll out your unleavened bread. Knead it a little bit, then let's go ahead and roll it out. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways of how you can do this, so you have to stay tuned. Now, one of the things I want to make mention is once you have it rolled out, this is the first way, you're going to use the mozzarella cheese in a block. That is the secret to this unleavened bread, tasting so cheesy and delicious. Please make sure you get the block cheese. Do not get the already pre-shredded cheese. Reasons why is because it melts a whole lot better. And as you can see, let's get right back into this video. I went ahead and added the cheese and then rolled it back up into a dough ball. You're going to pretty much roll this out and make sure you squish it really good. So therefore all the air pockets and stuff like that gets out. And what you want to do is you want to roll this out into as thin as possible that you can get it. Okay? And you could see me doing that right now on the screen. The reasons why I'm saying that is because you don't want it doughy in between. You want to roll this out as thin as possible as you can get it. And I'm going to show you how thin I have it. As you can see right here on the screen, I have it pretty thin. Then you're going to transfer it right over to just a regular pan. You don't have to have the pan oiled or anything like that. We're just going to place it right on the pan and let this cook for about a good 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Keep flipping it, of course, because this is going to cook really fast. And when I tell you if the cheese melts out, it's okay. It's just going to taste even better. And if you can see right now on the screen, there's still a little bit of dough context. Make sure you cook that and flip it back over. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get the actual dressing that goes on the actual unleavened bread, which is at least 2 tablespoons of butter and garlic powder. Just 1.5 tablespoon of garlic powder. And what you're going to do is melt that down, and then you're going to add a little bit of parsley, okay? And then you're going to add the last step, which is Parmesan, grated Parmesan cheese. Trust me when I say this, don't be shy when it comes to this. Just add a little bit in there and mix it together. Set this off to the side, and let's get on to our unleavened bread. FYI, do not move away from your stove because this unleavened bread cooks very fast. So you want to make sure that you prepare some, your additional unleavened bread right after that. Now, this is the second way. Sometimes this could be very easy. You're going to pretty much flatten it out a little bit. Keep flattening it out until you get like somewhat of a disc-like shape, like a bowl. And then you're going to stuff it, okay, in the actual unleavened bread. And when you stuff it, same context that we're going to do is pretty much roll this, pinch it up, as you can see on the screen. Pinch this until it forms till it's completely closed and you do not see any more cheese. And then we're going to squish it until we can get all those air pockets out. And then what we're going to do is place it down and we're going to roll it out. Okay? Oops. Now, if your unleavened bread basically tears like what I'm showing you on the screen, that's just because some of the air pockets was there, and it's absolutely okay. Go ahead and roll it back just like that, okay? Trust me, this unleavened bread is so versatile. Like I said, you won't make a mistake and you can't mess up. Just roll it back up in the dough ball, squish it again, and then go ahead and roll it back out. And the same process, same thing. Roll it out as thin as possible. And then from there, you're going to take it over to the pan. And you're going to, of course, cook this up. This is the second way. Now, whichever way you do, it doesn't matter. Just have fun with it, okay? And from that point, what we're going to do is take this right over to the pan. I'm just squishing it down just a little bit, just to make sure all my edges are closed. And then you're going to drizzle your garlic, butter, and your Parmesan onto your bread. And then sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. And at that point, you guys, that's it. You're done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys like, share, and also subscribe to this video. Like I always say, stay strong, stay healthy, stay in the spirit. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Shalom.